r/ask Reddit. What social norm do you not follow? I sleep in a different bedroom than my wife about 95% of the time. My wife is a very light sleeper and I snore a lot, so when we sleep in the same bed she gets very little sleep. My husband used to have this problem until he got tested for sleep apnea. He got a CPAP machine and holy shit, our married life has never been better. He gets real sleep now, so he's healthier and happier. I sleep well with him because he doesn't snore. Sadly though, after sex instead of our past cuddles till sleep, I look at him and say put your mask on. He usually replies you put your mouth guard in. I don't want to pay for you grinding your teeth to nubs. Sexy. Posting happy birthday on someone's Facebook page on their birthday. I removed my birthday from Facebook. It's actually kinda nice to get like 6 texts rather than 100 wall posts. I did this once and received 2 calls from family members. One of them was on the wrong day, and now my most upvoted comment is about how nobody remembers my birthday, and many people seem to have that in common. People are sad. I play the objective in FPS games. Are you sick? Makeup. I'm not against it and sometimes I'll wear it out in the evenings. I even enjoy watching YouTube makeup tutorials, but all in all I wear it maybe once a month. I went to work the other day with makeup on and to my surprise my co-worker came up and was like, no, you are my role model. I'm not protesting anything. I'm just lazy. Chit chat is BS. I'm happy to sit and let everyone drown in the silence. Depends on the chit chat, weather can duck right off, but I'll gladly indulge a shitty meme, or a dream or something more abstract. I don't follow any sports at all. Nearly everyone I know has at one point talked in depth about some sport where everything they say just goes over my head. I'm a big sports fan. I have ticket packages with multiple local teams and I go to a live game probably about once per week on average. Heck, my TV might as well be called the Fox Sports Box. If you don't care about sports, that's cool. Just tell me. There are other things I care about and discuss. Just say, hey, man, I don't really care too much about sports. What I absolutely hate is when people act high and mighty like they're somehow superior for not watching sports. I can only hear so many people talk about sports ball or ask me about that ludicrous display last night before it just gets unoriginal and you look like an a-hole. At that point, you've actually made a conscious effort to demean my hobby and people who participate in it. That's just not cool. I can legally drink but choose not to. You are not alone. I'm fine with people drinking responsibly, but please don't pester me, trying to make me drink. I don't mind being friends with somebody who has widely different opinions than mine. That's what makes good interactions and how you learn new things. My wife and I have completely opposite political views, but it's nice that we can hear the other side with a rational conversation. I'm totally turning into that guy who runs from place to place instead of walking. Running just gets you there faster and gives you more exercise. The only drawback is you look like a weirdo, but I'm finding more and more that I don't care. You should put your arms out behind you and run like Naruto. My 9-year-old daughter does this everywhere. If she's in a no-run zone like a parking lot, she speed walks with her arms out behind her. Pretty sure the old folks in our tiny southern town think she's mentally deficient. I don't partake in work stuff. I know everyone I work with thinks I am weird because I don't attend work functions, etc. I really don't want to work with 95% of them, let alone socialize with them. I used to be the same way simply because I have very little in common with most of them. I left for about a year and a half and just came back a few months ago. I don't spend all my time with them now, but upon returning, I have tried to make a point of going out with at least few of them once every other week, on average, to get drinks. It's true that I see them a lot already, but I've never bothered to really get to know them. Part of the reason I left in the first place was because I was miserable and felt like I had no accountability or any good reason to stay. But having spent time meeting them and talking with them, it started a lot of good friendships that make some shifts. I work at a restaurant a lot more bearable. Saying goodbye, whether it be a telephone call or a party, I have tried. It comes out too darkly. Some call it the Irish exit. I just call it. This behavior will make people think that they're not important to you. Or better yet, When you finally do say goodbye, that special person will get weak in the knees. I don't use the Reddit app on my phone. Straight to the full site, baby. I haven't worn a bra for 2 years now. So much better. Well, frankly, Carl, people were starting to wonder why you wore one in the first place. I'm imagining John Oliver's voice saying that. I judge someone based off of my interaction with them, not yours. You can tell me all about how that person is a bitch and shouldn't be trusted, but if I spend time with them and they seem pretty okay, then they're pretty okay by me. Well, this has led me to having 3 close friends that all somehow hate each other, meaning I have 3 times 1 friend at a time. Sleep at night and be awake in the daytime. I get 8 hours of sleep a night, and about 12 during the day. May the 4 hours be with you. I don't like hugs. It's not really a personal space issue. It's more of I have scoliosis and certain people hug way too hard and I don't feel like risking unnecessary pain because someone wants a hug. Oh man. I used to be a hug everyone type person, and I'm really big. 6 feet 6 inches, 230-ish lbs, until one night, I was a bit drunk, saw a friend I hadn't seen in a week or 2 and gave her a big hug. She had just had surgery that day and I popped a stitch. I never forgave myself, and now I always ask first. My husband and I have never called each other any positive term of endearment. No baby or sweetheart or honey. We were joking about it when we first started dating and called each other poophead. Now, 6 years later, it's still the only thing we call each other. My boyfriend and I sometimes playfully call each other things like loser, dumbass, shit for brains, etc. We've had some people express concern that we're in a mutually abusive relationship, when that couldn't be further from the truth. Taking selfies when a group hangs out. It's not that I don't like taking selfies with my best friends. It's just the aftermath that I hate. Many of my friends actually compare how many likes the same photo they both posted got. A third person may not see it, but as a very close friend, you can easily see the ego conflicts. That, and taking photos of everyday restaurant food. Everyone knows what the dish looks like. You don't need to take a photo and check in all the time. Sometimes, it just gets frustrating. You're sitting there, gorging down on the food, and your friends keep finding alternate angles with better lighting for posting to Instagram or Facebook. I like eating the whole kiwi fruit. I wear 3 socks on my dong to make a sock-shaped bulge. No one pays any attention to it anyway, and I know that for a fact. Since when did society decide I have to change and wash a t-shirt after every individual use? If it's not dirty, I'm gonna wear it. I never ever answer the phone or the door, and an open door is a happy door. I'm assertive, outspoken and gregarious Swede. I have no issues going against consensus, making myself uncomfortable or communicating clearly. If someone cuts me off in a line, I don't silent fume. I call them out. This is not very Swedish at all. I place blame with low talkers instead of asking forgiveness for not having super hearing. I agree with this, but prefacing any sentence with sorry is a hard habit to break for some Canadians. Those stupid clothing trends. I wear whatever the duck I like and whatever I is within the price range I want to deal with. I never ask how are you to customers because the truth is, I really don't care to know past the usual I'm fine thanks. I learned this after asking that to a customer who promptly told me his girlfriend had just jumped off a bridge so he wasn't doing too well. Or the woman who told me she suffered from a condition that felt like she had glass in her blood and was in excruciating pain all the time. Saying bless you after someone sneezes. Hope that norm will disappear someday. Personally, I've stopped attributing a religious connotation to it. I use it colloquially to mean whoops you sneezed, sorry about that. Just know it's no issue at all. It's easier to say and understand than just and eat. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.